So I finished the top made with 4 squares and seamed it all in the way that it's done. I could wear it in either direction with either this side on the front or the other side. It's comfy, it's good for layering, for needing it to be a little bit warm, but still not too warm because unfortunately, with my job, I can't wear anything that has sleeves that go farther down than like deltoid level because I put elbows in people a lot and I don't want to get stuff down past this point covered in like oil and lotion and all the fun things. So the top is done. I am satisfied with it. It did not use nearly as much yarn as I thought it would use. I only ended up using an entire ball of the cupcake yarn and the center section of the red that I did all of the edging on. And you can see that this edging is backwards. And that is because after I seamed it, I decided that I liked the way it looked with the seam on the inside instead. So I am not particularly concerned about this edging being facing the wrong way, and I don't really think anybody else is going to notice or give a crap, so it's fine. So here's my little autumnal kerchief style 4 square top that was really super easy to put together. Just wanted to show you that it was done. It took me, I worked on it for probably over the course of like 4 days. If I had just sat down and locked in, I probably could have gotten it done in 2, but this was like a movie, TV yarn project because once you get going on the square, it's kind of intuitive. And I just wrapped up the straps and the edging and all the seaming this morning. There will probably be a little clip of that in here before showing you the finished project. So it worked out. It feels really weird to be wearing a fitted top under it that like touches my stomach in the front. I've been wearing loose baggy shirts for better part of a year now, so it feels very strange, but I'm comfortable with this little bit that's covering my stomach because I'm not still not satisfied with the state of my stomach, and honestly probably never will be, no matter how much weight I lose or how much I tone up. That is just the ever-present joys of body dysmorphia. So, on that note, I'm just going to leave this clip here, and I'm not sure what video this is going to be in, but you'll know eventually when you see it. I have no idea where in the collection of clips this is going to fall, but today is the 14th of October, 2025, and I'm in the car because I already dropped the kids off at school, and I had to go pick up an order from Michael's for a few things of yarn, because if you ordered online, it was 30% off any regular price purchase, and then you could just go pick it up. So I got a few things, and they have a purpose, because Hunter has gotten to the point where the blanket that was once his itty bitty little square knitted baby blanket made out of Bernat blanket yarn that I made into a larger, almost twin size blanket is too short now. So I'm gonna have to add on to the top and the bottom, and I made it initially for him so long ago that none of the colorways that I used, with the exception of the cream, still even exist. And I asked him, I was like, okay, do you want me to get you like colors that match? Do you want something kind of in this same realm? And he was like, I want it to look like a crazy amalgamation of everything. He literally said amalgamation. So I went through and picked out 5 completely different balls of yarn from Bernat blanket yarn at Michael's, because Joann's doesn't exist anymore. So if I can find which video the last time I updated his blanket was in, I will link that. If nothing else, I'll take a picture of it spread out and pop it up somewhere in this area so you can see what it looks like right now. So I ended up getting this, which is kind of a tonal mustardy yellow called Sunshine. It's Bernat blanket Mystical. I don't know if it's supposed to be like some fantasy thing, some Hogwarts thing. I don't really care. Just, he liked the yellow because there was a bright yellow in the blanket already, and even though he wanted different, he wanted a few things to kind of coincide a little bit. And then I got this one, which is Ocean Shades. It's all cool tones, blue, green, purple. Then I got this one because he's really into mushrooms and foresty things right now. And I don't care if people walk behind me. I have no shame and no fucks to give. So, sucks to be them. This one is called Plum Fields, and it's got like a burgundy, a sage green, kind of a light brown, and then a whitish cream color. That's 3. There's 2 more. Oh my god. This one is another cool tone one. This one is called North Sea, and it's more like gray and blue. I wanted to get some really bright ones, like I saw an orange I really liked, but the only place that they had it was at the one way over in Lakewood, and I wasn't going to drive all the way out to Lakewood to pick up one ball of yarn. And then I got this, what is this one called? Silver Steel. It's just different gray and silvery shades. So yeah, I ordered that online last night. For all 5 of them, the regular price on this yarn, I want to say it's like $13 a ball, which is insane. And I was like, are you sure you want me to make it bigger? But I ended up paying $40 and some change because I had a $5 coupon, $5 voucher from spending money on block print making stuff that I got the other day, which I will show eventually when I am brave enough to dig into it. I have too many other things I'm trying to do right now, so that is set aside. Also, I shouldn't have walked around. I should have just gone and gotten my shit and left. I found something, but I paid for it with cash from tips, so I can pretend that it's not cutting into the money that I earned, right? I saw this, and it is all creepy critters and cryptid amigurumi. Like, there's a little slender man. Like, look how cute that is. Oh my god, I can't even. But yeah. And
And there's a Mothman and a Phoenix. And what was the other one that I was looking at? I mean, they're all honestly pretty basic, and I probably could have just looked at most of these and some of the other free patterns that I do have and just made it happen. But I didn't. There we go, that's what it was. Apparently this critter is called Leshy, and it's something that, with me watching as much Nordic and Scandinavian-based horror as I have been, because it's, you know, spooky season. Look how cute it is! I feel like a lot of the designs for what people say are Wendigos, I didn't say that word, by the way, in, like, story videos and whatnot, 9 times out of 10, they're actually based on that critter design-wise, because that's not actually what a flesh-eating cannibal monster from Algonquin lore is supposed to do or look like. But, you know, humans need to classify things and base them on things that make sense and also look scary. So I get it, but I don't think that the big deer skull-headed thing that is used in so many horror narrators' thumbnails is accurate to what that creature is supposed to look like. Personal opinion, I suppose. But anyway, on that note, it is now just after 9, because they didn't open till 9, so I had to wait. Went and filled up the car with gas and cried because gas is so expensive. Well, almost cried. Gas at Costco was $3.72 for the crappy unleaded this morning. $3.72. Last time I went to Costco 2 weeks ago, it was $4.03 at Costco. Most of the gas stations around here, it's somewhere in the realm of $4.20 plus per junk gas. You know, the basic unleaded, not the stuff that actually doesn't have all the extra ethanol and stuff in it that kills your car over time. Anyhow, on that note, I'm gonna go home, get this crap all ready. I've got laundry to fold. I've got a few sewing and stuffing things I want to work on. And we'll see where the morning takes us from there. Oh, and I have a video I have to edit when I get home. So by the time you see this, it'll probably be like a week after I've actually filmed everything. Because I have a video from last week that I'd been wanting to get to, and life has just lifed. So I have not gotten to that, in fact. So on that note, I'll see you when I see you. Is a pair of crocheted leg warmers made with some of the, I believe, no longer made Halloween Hirschner's sparkle yarn. And it's a self-drafted pattern because I tried to find a few online just for a reference, and all of their sizes totally did not work with my calves. This is just a straight tube with a little bit of ribbing on the top and the bottom. And yes, I'm balancing on one foot, not holding on to anything, because I did martial arts when I was a kid, and balance and flexibility is something that I try really hard to hold on to. So, I did these in one evening and a little bit of a morning. Took me about 4 hours. And I have this hat, which I cannot remember the pattern, but it's got a lot of texture detail in it that you can't really see because the yarn itself is so busy. I'm pretty sure it was a paid for pattern. If I can find the pattern for the hat, I will also link that, but I'm thinking I might do like a quick tutorial video on these because they're cute and they're nice over skinny jeans or leggings, and we're finally getting cooler weathers during the day. We're finally getting cooler temperatures during the day, so it's nice. And I wondered why people have been giving me weird looks as I've been wearing them outside the past couple of days, because otherwise I'm just wearing like normal hoodie and jeans. But yeah, it's the leg warmers. It's making people stare. whatever. So yeah, look forward to that. This is Hunter's blanket, which I modified using the old yarn to make it big enough for him to use, but now he has gotten taller. Hunter comes up to about here on me, so he's about probably 5'3"-ish. And this is the blanket widthwise. So as you can see, there's a lot going on here. And lengthwise, from the floor it comes up to here. So for like wrapping under toes, it's not long enough anymore. And somewhere, I think on this side, judging from how flat this side in particular is, this, I believe it was a Bernat baby blanket from way, way back in the day. This used to be part of it, a little tiny knitted square blanket that I made for Hunter when I was pregnant with him. So it has grown, obviously. And width-wise, honestly, I think for a twin bed, it's pretty good width-wise. So what I need to do is I'm going to go back and forth across the top and the bottom with the bag of yarn that I got from Michael's today, that you will have already seen a clip of. So there is that. Because it is getting colder, and Hunter was like, why do I not have a warm blanket on my bed? And I was like, you do have a warm blanket on your bed. What do you mean? And he was like, well, it's too small though. And I was like, well, quit growing so freaking much and we won't have a problem, dear. But yeah. So this part of this has been around for a very long time. So I will be working on that and working on a dozen of this and half a dozen of the other, because I've got stuff everywhere and things I'm trying to finish up and organize before we go on our trip in a couple of weeks. It has been a lot. Everything is a lot. So that will be the end of the clip about the blanket until I have made some progress on the blanket, and then I will show you the blanket. And also, I found something the other day buried. This is a little bag from Crochet Luna from forever ago. And in it, I have a started pair of socks with yarn that I dyed myself. And it looks like, from looking at the pattern and looking at where things are with this, I was just starting to do the heel flap for it. So a little, not quite crew length, but higher than just ankle socks, because I don't really like the ones that go under your ankle bone. They're kind of pointless. But I also don't necessarily want to wear the ones that are halfway up my calf, because I have really muscular legs and they're just uncomfortable. But I'm using up my last little bits of this yarn, and this yarn, and this yarn. Fun fact about this, which I did acid dye myself, I actually have like 2 bags of bare sock yarn and the dyes still, so eventually I'm going to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it to sell or do it for me, but either way. The green in this and the orange are so bright that they actually glow in a black light. Because I finally found my bucket the other day, since the weather's been getting cooler, that has the shawl that I made with them. And I have like some knitted hats and stuff in there that I hadn't seen in forever, that I had assumed just got lost in the move somewhere, or I had like donated them in a fit of frustration, because sometimes that's just how shit goes, you know. But no, I found them. And it's crazy. The light does not know what to do with itself in here right now, and I suppose that's okay, but yeah. So I have that, and this week the kids and I are going to tie-dye t-shirts, because the last time we tie-dyed t-shirts is when I ended up with this yellow, pink, gray, kind of, sort of, some orange here and there monstrosity, and all of the other tie-dye t-shirts that we have made together, they have outgrown at this point. So, tomorrow, Wednesday, after school, because I work Wednesday mornings, not Wednesday evenings, we'll be tie-dyeing shirts, so we've got those. It's a thing. It's something fun to do, it's something different to do, and even if the kids only wear them around the house, like Hunter is very much in a, he has to dress a certain way and project himself a certain way, or he's afraid people won't like him anymore. And he has unfortunately noticed that teachers treat him better when he wears a polo and khakis. Which really kind of pisses me off, not gonna lie. Killian just doesn't give a fuck. Killian is on the other side of the spectrum from that. Hunter is very much concerned with what people think of him, and Killian has zero fucks to give. It's like, you know, guys, you both need to find a little more middle ground, just a little, like, can we scoot a little closer to the center? Like, you don't have to be dead center and totally balanced, because most people aren't, but like a little bit from either side, so you're both a little happier and more even-keeled would be nice. So yeah, lots of things going on, and once I get a few more things organized, I will probably show you the dumb things that I have bought in the past, like, week, because I'm an idiot and get it in my head that I want to do something, but I don't have the skills to do something. So in order to procure the skills, the best thing to do is to buy reference books to teach me, because yes, I can learn some of it from videos, but I learn best with books. I just do. So, book haul to show you, kinda, sorta. And a few other things. Eventually. But anyway, it's like 10 o'clock, and I got crap to do. So, I will catch you all in a while.
So, this is how the blanket turned out. It is now Monday the 20th, and I finished this on Saturday the 18th after I got home from work. It is really heavy, and to have background, I can only push this so far back and have the light in front of me, so we're just gonna have to kind of make it work, I guess. God, this is heavy. So, this is the part that existed previously, and I attached it, actually on this side is where you'll be able to see the seaming better. And this, the yellow, the mystical, for whatever reason, is softer and a looser weave than the rest of them. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if I like that, but yeah. So here's that. And all the panels. And like, genuinely, this is such a heavy freaking blanket. I didn't bother to measure it, but I can tell you that it is really, 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 really big. I'm gonna turn and see if maybe we can get it a little more in frame this way, if I don't knock over the stand in the process. And ignore the mess of life behind me. Life happens. So yeah, here is the new part in all of its glory. And then the whole rest of it, it is, yeah, it's very, very heavy. Extremely heavy. Oh, there we go. We'll do the super scarf thing like Lenny Kravitz did way back in the day, right? The giant blanket scarf nonsense. Yeah, no, I think your shoulders would fall off over time from this. But anyway, I just wanted to have a little wrap-up clip at the end for you all. So, lots more things are in the works. And like I said, we're prepping for being gone for a few days. Next week, we're going to be going home for Halloween, which will be awesome. Sucks it's such a short trip, but better a short trip than to have to wait like 2 or 3 years for another trip home. Until we finally get to not have to be here anymore. Eventually. So, on that note, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the projects. Leave me some comments down below on what you are working on. I have a feeling that now that the weather is getting colder, I am definitely going to be more in the physical crafting arena. My brain just hasn't been in digital anything like the past 2 months. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel bad about it. So, until the next video, remember to take care of yourselves and each other, and we are all just works in progress. Take care, darklings.